Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and we're continuing our faction events timeline, and we're now with those cold-blooded Lizardmen. So we know when Warhammer the Old World is taking place. It is in the end of the 23rd century, so we are looking at the events timelines in the Warhammer 8th edition or last army book that the faction received based upon the Imperial Calendar. So we're looking at the events that took place just before the Old World during the 23rd century and just after in the 24th century. So we know Lizardmen aren't on the inside, as in they're not a faction that's going to be a main part of Warhammer the Old World, despite getting some PDF, legends, rules, or whatever you want to call them. We're still going to find out what they were up to during this period. So here we are, 2303. Taking a celestial reading from the stars, the Slann bolster the power of the Great Warding, lessening the influence of chaos and thus aiding the Empire's famous hero Magnus the Pious in his great war against chaos. 2321. Portents of ill omen abound on a day that the sun rises over Lustria is coloured jet black. The geomantic web flickers, the great warding pulses weakly, and the forces of chaos attack. Demon legions manifest across the whole of Lustria, and thousands of battles take place for a blood-filled week until the true sun rises once again. In 2349, a bridge of magical energy is summoned, and a Lizardman army from Itza crosses to the island on which stands the Citadel of Dusk. The High Elves there are hard-pressed by a Dark Elf attack, and only the timely intervention of the Lizardmen force ensures that the assault is repulsed. Without speaking a word to the survivors, the Lizardmen march back across their magical bridge. In 2355, the disgraced dwarf engineer Sven Hassel Frisian sets out from Barak Var in his steam-powered ship, reaching the Tarantula coast after many battles with the monsters of the deep. The dwarves clash repeatedly with the Lizardmen at the ruins of Cholulek. In 2376, at this point, the spell that turned Lustria into a living death trap becomes yet more powerful, and the land's flora and fauna enter a new period of prolific and accelerated growth. The jungles become more dangerous and filled with more cold-blooded creatures than ever. There we go. That is the events of the 23rd, 24th century of the Lizardman based upon their army book. And I hope you found it interesting and useful just to see what they were up to in and around the time of the Old World. And if you did, and you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, but let me know why in the comments down below. And please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do, means a massive amount for me, so thank you for that in advance. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. There's more faction event timelines still to come.